Time flows like a river, but was there always a river? To understand this moment, we must travel back to a time before time as we know it. Imagine a universe without stars, planets, or light. Just a vast, dark emptiness. Only hydrogen and helium existed. No carbon, no oxygen, no iron. Life was impossible. The universe was a uniform, lonely expanse. Gravity was present, but its work had barely begun. The cosmos expanded rapidly, a silent explosion in the void. No galaxies, no solar systems, just a blank canvas. The laws of physics were in place, but the ingredients for complexity were missing. This was the cosmic dark age, a cold, featureless era lasting hundreds of millions of years. Gravity slowly pulled matter together, forming tiny ripples in space-time. The universe was holding its breath, on the verge of its first great transformation. It was the quiet before the storm of creation, the long night before the first dawn. From this emptiness, something incredible was about to happen. After eons of darkness, gravity began its work, pulling clouds of hydrogen and helium together. The first stars ignited, giants burning fiercely, ending the cosmic dark age. Inside these stars, simple elements fused into carbon, oxygen, and iron, the building blocks of life. These stars lived fast and died young, exploding as supernovae. In their death, they scattered these precious elements across the cosmos. Each supernova seeded space with the raw materials for planets and life. The universe transformed from a simple kitchen to one rich with ingredients. The stage was set for the grand play of life, thanks to the life and death of ancient stars. Billions of years passed. The universe, now rich in heavy elements, could form solar systems like ours. Dust and gas swirled around newborn stars, gravity shaping them into planets. Rocky worlds like Earth, with iron cores and water, became possible. Our solar system formed from the ashes of ancient stars. The iron in your blood, the carbon in your DNA, all forged in stellar hearts. Earth formed in the Goldilocks zone, where liquid water could exist. With the right elements and conditions, life emerged. Simple cells appeared, then slowly evolved into complex forms. Life learned to harness sunlight, filled the air with oxygen, and diversified. From stardust to living beings, the universe's story is one of increasing complexity. Each step took billions of years, each necessary for the next. We are the product of a 13.8 billion-year cosmic history. Here we are, on a small blue planet, orbiting a modest star. We live in a rare moment. The universe is not too young, not too old, but just right for life. In the past, the cosmos was too simple and violent. In the future, it will be cold and empty. Our sun has about 5 billion years left before it dies. Eventually, all stars will fade, and the universe will return to darkness. Life is possible only in this narrow window, the stelliferous era, the age of stars. For most of cosmic history, life was impossible. For most of the future, it will be again. This is the universe's brief, fertile season. We are the universe's way of observing itself. Through us, the cosmos can see and understand its own story. Our lives are part of a much grander narrative. We are the children of stars, alive in the universe's golden age. For most of time, the cosmos was dark and lifeless. For most of its future, it will be again. But now, the universe is awake, with light, planets, and us. Our existence is a precious, improbable gift, delivered by gravity and ancient stars. We are not just observers, but participants in this cosmic story. The matter in our bodies has journeyed from the Big Bang, through stars, to this planet. Now it thinks, creates, and feels. This is the miracle of now, the only time the universe is aware of itself. Knowing this, what will we do with our fleeting, precious moment?